Emilia Barrosse, everybody.
Can we just first give it up for all the other comics tonight? I don't know how well-informed or up-to-date this audience is with current events, but did any of you guys manage to catch that story about Leche Airlines Flight 370? Okay, so we got some people that watch CNN in here. I just want to make it clear that I have been suspicious of airplanes before it was cool, okay? Like my whole life, my family and annoyed flight attendants across America and parts of Europe can attest to that. I just have a terrible fear of flying, mainly because I don't know what is going on up there, you know? Like, I don't know why I'm up there. I don't know how I keep coming back down alive every time. I don't know why I keep paying real money to go back up there and have the same scarring experience, you know? So I've taken to talking to people, family, friends, neighbors, what have you, about the how of flying, because I figure the more I know about flights, the less likely I am to fart nervously on takeoff. And I'm still fighting that battle. It's not fun to coach, you know. And people give me a bunch of different reasons. Like some people are just super glib and they're like, how do you fly? The Bernoulli principle. And that's not helpful. But then there are other people that actually try to explain to me what the Bernoulli principle is, and they're like, oh my god, so glad you asked. You'll never wonder again. So it's like the shape of the wing, and one side is bigger, and then the air has to travel faster, and so then you do an upward motion. I'm like, let me stop right there. I don't buy it. That doesn't even sound kind of convincing, all right? Come back to me when you got a plan that'll actually work up there, Four Eyes. But then arguably my favorite reason, and dumbest of all, and least helpful really, is when people go, but Emilia, flying is a miracle. You know, it's the miracle of flight. It's a miracle. What is there to be afraid of? And I'm like, everything. Like, when you're participating in a miracle, literally everything is terrifying. Because a miracle happens when shit is going down that should never, under any circumstances, be going down. You know? Like, for a miracle to happen, especially in biblical times, like Old Testament kind of thing, like, we all had to get together as a human race and agree on one thing, you know, and that never happens. Just look at Ukraine or Miley Cyrus, depending on which Twitter feeds you follow, you know? Like, we can't agree on shit. But for a miracle to happen, we all got together in like a worldwide friendship huddle. And we were all like, certain shit should never go down. And then that shit went down and we were like, holy shit, probably. What are we gonna do? And then we started like killing each other and writing the Bible. I mean, I'm no historian, but I'm assuming that was the order of operations generally. And then finally some genius was like, guys, why don't we just chalk this up as a miracle, stop the bloodshed and move on? And we did. And we came up with great things like fire and the wheel. And maybe my timeline's a little bit messed up, but the point is that we like did a bunch of great things once we came to terms. Which is why I just feel like if you experience a miracle, you should not just be able to bounce back from it, you know? Like, I feel like you should have to spend the rest of your life in some kind of an institution trying to come to terms with what you saw and then die never having come to terms, you know? I feel like it should ruin your life and your family's lives and the lives of people that come. Basically, your bloodline should not make it to the next millennium, is what I'm trying to say. And that's, you know, what a miracle is to me. I don't know about you guys. But that's also why I just simply do not buy that in the Jesus era, everyone was just super gung-ho for all the miracles that were going down from the get-go. Like, do you really expect me to believe that when Moses, you know, kind of waltzes up to the Red Sea all nonchalant and just like splits it in half using a shepherd's staff, that there was not a single guy behind him looking at that shit and going, I'm not going in there, what? Oh my god, is he fucking serious? No. I mean, sure, I live in a hut made of my ancestors' bones, but I'm not going in there. Oh my god. Like, Moses does this insane thing where he makes what was previously one ocean two separate and distinct oceans with like a fun run nature trail in the middle, using nothing but a stick, and in all the movies, everyone just kind of like, well, that is exactly what we needed right there. Let's all get in there, guys, all of us, let's go. Like, there wasn't just one guy who wasn't gonna waltz himself and his family and his livestock and tapestries and whatever the fuck he had back then into the ocean because some skinny guy with a magic stick said God said it would be okay. Like, I'd be that guy, I'd be like, no thank you, Moses, on the plan to walk into the ocean. I'm gonna stay here on the land, okay? Sure, I might get killed by the Egyptians, but at least no one will tell me I told you so. It would be a dark victory, but it would be worth it. But yeah, so I'm trying to say ultimately that I'm afraid of flying. And it's like to the point where, like, if I even feel the slightest bit of turbulence or like an elevation change and like my stomach go like, I don't like this, I immediately am in survival mode. Because I don't know what's happening, so all signs point to death for me, you know? So like immediately I'm like, all right guys, strap the fuck in, this is it, right? But the joke's on us, because what are we but a bunch of fat people trying to fly through the sky like birds?